Okay, so here's what if you see there's another button that's been added with a slight arrow. Can you see that? Hit the button, the black button. Okay. Here's what's happening, right? Every time we go through this, we enter all that stuff. It saves it clogs out the system and all that other stuff. And so right now we're testing it. We're going through this multiple times. If you do fill that stuff out and hit submit and close, it's going to save it in the database. It's going to personalize it. It's going to do everything, right? But if you're just testing out, you just want to see the flow, experience it, do all that stuff. If you hit the arrow, then you can bypass entering the name each and every time, uh, all that stuff. But it's not going to get saved. It's not going to get stored. None of that stuff. Okay, it's not even going to be a real order if the client wants to sign up. That that arrow, the second call to action button, is strictly for testing demo purposes. Okay, because we're going through this multiple times as we're experiencing this, and that's why that was built. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so Derek, here's the format of this, and this is for everyone. Okay, typically I do it and somebody else role plays. Today we're going to reverse it. Derek is going to be the account manager, and I'm going to be the client. Uh, I'm going to be the client, and Derek is going to do his consultation presentation. I'm going to come up with lots of objections. Okay, lots and lots of objections. Uh, some of these, and Derek, so you've got to be very patient and you've got to forgive me in advance. This is not to beat up, but to uncover objections that are typically not covered, uh, and to showcase how it's done. Uh, how I would respond or how to respond using this platform. Makes sense? We're going to take it from the beginning till the end. Okay, let's get going. Imagine this is brand new. This is absolutely brand new. So
Ready?
let's make it happen.
All right. Can everyone hear me? Okay. I just want to make sure. Uh, Sam, thank you for allowing me this time on your busy schedule. I know you're very busy. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to get started.
Sure. Yes, let's do it.
All right. So we're talking about our configurator lead generation system, delivering the highest quality leads and appointments possible. And by the end of this presentation, you'll see why we say that. Make sense? All right, our claim. And this is very important that you understand what I'm saying here. If we don't deliver the highest quality leads at the best price, end-to-end lead generation, then you should not do business with us. Fair enough?
I hear the echo.
Isaac, I think that's you, Isaac. You can mute yourself.
Yes, that's quite a claim. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let's continue. Now, the reason we make that claim is because everything we do is mathematical. And of course, we maintain confidentiality. So none of this is shared with anybody else. And we get paid on delivering results. So to make that claim, you must understand that we've gone through quite a bit of testing and analytics to make that possible. Now, on average, our clients pay between $1,000 to $3,000 per month. Before I go forward, is that something that's affordable in your marketing plan?
Uh, I don't know. Uh, that much?
Well, some would say that much. Some would say not. All depending on what your goal is. So let me ask you this: There's only three things. I'm going to come back to your question. There's only three things that I can help you with today, or no.
Let's go back.
Okay.
This is how to handle this. Okay. It's overcoming the objection before it becomes an objection, right?
Yeah.
Overcome the objection before it becomes an objection. Hey, Mr. Client, on average, and emphasize that average, that intonation thing that I was talking about last time. On average, our clients pay between 1,000 to 3,000. We have packages that are smaller. We have packages that are larger, but we'll customize it to fit your budget.
Got it.
Now they can't say that much or that little. You've already told them they're smaller and higher, and you have to use it in that manner. Say they're packages that are smaller, and then they're packages that are higher.
Got it. All right, let me go back. So Sam, on average, our clients pay between 1,000 to 3,000 per month. I know we have packages that are smaller, packages that are larger, but what we will do is, and what we always do is customize a package to fit your budget. Is that fair?
Perfect.
Okay. Now, before we go forward, this is very important that you answer these questions here because this is how we can help you or not. There are only three things that I can help you with today, and it all depends on what results you're looking for. So result one is you want more leads. Result two is you want to improve lead quality. Or result three, you want to book leads into appointments. Or which one of these is important to you? All three, two, one, which one?
All three.
All three. Okay.
Okay. Now, before we continue, go back. Great. Out of all these three, which is the one area that you feel you could use the most help with?
Got it. Got it. All right. So out of all these three, which one do you feel you need the most help with?
Another way to phrase that would be, out of all these three, which one do you feel will give you the biggest bang for your buck? Right. It's phrasing it a little bit differently. You know what, Derek, now that I think about this, I don't want more leads. I want to concentrate on converting my leads into appointments.
Okay, so your existing traffic, getting that converted to more appointments.
No, I did not. Those are not my words. Those are your words. Okay.
Okay.
This is something that we have to address really clearly. Do not assume stuff. I never said traffic. I said leads. Okay. If it shows your, this is what we do. It showcases we're not listening to the client. I know we're just role playing and testing this stuff, but I want to pinpoint. Don't use words that the client did not use. I want to convert leads into appointments. Nothing about traffic.
Got it. Okay. So let's go back. So out of these three, which one will, in your opinion, give you the most bang for your buck?
Converting leads into appointments.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to focus on in this presentation is just that, and I'll show you here in a second how we do that for you. Now, what would you say your level of leads are? Would you say you have low quality leads, average quality, or high quality?
If you ever get stuck with what word to say, just read the top.
That's right. So what is the quality of your current leads?
Right.
You say low quality, average quality, or high quality?
Can anybody tell me why do we ask it in this manner? Because when you come across things that are abstract, people cannot answer that question. Hey, what is the quality? how how good was that food that you had at that your wife made last night? We need to be able to quantify it. It's a very hard thing if it's abstract. So that's why to make it, always keep in mind, if it's an abstract question, okay, on a scale from 1 to 10, how good was your wife's food last night? Okay, what is the quality of your leads? Low quality, average. You've got to give them a selection. Otherwise, it's uh, questions like that that cannot be answered should be avoided. Okay. Yeah, I think our uh, uh, okay, let's have some fun here, Derek. High quality.
So you currently have high quality leads.
Yes.
Okay. And you said that before that you want to convert more of these leads into appointments. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's why we're here today, to show how maybe we can do that for you.
Okay. Now, good. Here's why I did this. Okay. You are not looking. You're what we're trying to do is establish rapport, understanding with the client. Anybody want to take a wild guess what I'm about to do now?
Ask him what does he consider to be a high quality lead?
No. That's later. Go back. Okay. Mr. Client, if you're already getting high quality leads, what do you want to improve? You said you're getting, you want to improve lead quality, okay, and you're getting already high quality leads. What are you looking to improve?
Well, if he said that he wants to book them into appointments, that has nothing to do with the quality of the leads.
Oh, you said you wanted to improve lead quality and book leads into appointments, right? We've checked those two boxes. So you're basically saying, okay, Mr. Client, if you're already getting high quality leads, what do you want to improve with your lead quality? We're basically saying, Mr. Client, I want to understand. So when you make these things that I want to improve lead quality and stuff, we're using this as leverage. Okay, we're going to leverage the heck out of this. Okay, and challenge. This shows that I understand what you were saying. Okay, I'm paying attention. This part of the presentation is a setup. Okay, we're understanding so that later uh, we can leverage it. Any question that does not fit uh, what the client's desires are should be addressed here. Do you see what I just did? Is that very clear?
Yeah.
And you're not going to phrase anything as a statement. It's all going to be a question. You're just going to guide them. So, Mr. Client, if you're already getting high quality leads, one of your desires, you said you wanted to improve lead quality. Can you explain? Or can you help me understand better? Okay. Let them uh, let them create their own grave, dig their own grave, basically. Right? Okay, let's continue.
Let me turn my phone down.
Hey, Derek, I want more leads also.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So am I going backwards from here now?
You
Like
continue. Just
no,
continue.
no, when you said high quality, so I want to ask the question. So Sam, let me ask you a question. So you said before that you wanted to improve lead quality and book more appointments into leads, and you just said that you have high quality leads. So I'm just curious to know how you feel I can help you today.
Uh, yeah, you know what? Our leads are really not that high quality. Sometimes they're high quality, sometimes they're not. If I have to say, they're probably average quality.
Okay, okay, average quality. So if I'm understanding you, now that you think about it, you're saying they're average. Am I correct?
Yeah, so
I
we
don't
got
know.
some that are low, some are average, some are high quality. Okay.
Okay.
Now, here's what you want to do. Do not make this mistake. This is what I see. We make assumptions for clients, okay? And anytime we do that, we're going to hurt ourselves, okay?
Mhm.
Unless those words come out of the client's mouth, okay, uh, we're selling. The words have to come out of the client's mind. So here's what I've seen some people do. The client will say, "Oh, sometimes they're low, sometimes they're average, some are high quality." That's the client's response.
Mhm.
On manager will say, "Okay, so on average, they're on for the most part they're average, right, Mr. Customer? Okay, let them. That's like final situation if the client is not as responsive. Uh, they have got to say yes. For the most part, it's average. Do not suggest to them that they're average. Let them say it. If it's really important to be a consultant and let them say whatever this thing is, because if we say it, it's a lie. If they say it, it's the truth.
Absolutely. All right. So if I hear you right, Sam, you're now saying that your leads are average. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, and knowing that, let me ask you, how many leads do you currently get per month from all sources?
About 70 to 80 leads.
Okay. Say from 70 to 80.
Yes.
All right. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's just say 70. Okay.
Sake of discussion. There's no argument.
Yeah, true.
Let's just say, for the sake of discussion, we're going to put 70. Okay.
The phrase I use is, so on average, it's about 75. Is that okay? Because it is an average number.
Got it. All right. Between 70 and 80. On average, let's say 75. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
All right. And how many leads would you like to get?
Let's say I want to make it 85. 10 more.
85.
Yes.
All right. So we're dealing with a lead deficit of 10 from what you tell me.
Stop. Go back. This is training. So I'm using specific case studies on everything here right now. Mr. Client, if you just want to go from 75 leads to 10 leads, that's not that you can probably do. I don't think you really need a company like ours to help you with that. Do you?
Got it.
What the heck are they hiring us to get 10 more leads for them? That's not a good reason to hire a professional. They're only getting 75 on their own. They can just spend a little bit more money and get 10 more. So what do you think the client will say at that point?
You're very honest because you keep giving reasons not to do business, right?
Yeah. And I know I phrase that during training, not to do business with us, but I'm giving them options, right? We want to give options to clients. And it's not because it's just a sales pitch. It's really understanding. Isn't that an accurate thing? What the hell are they paying us for? Who was it? I think it was Greg's account that he was talking to somebody. It's a business consultant, and this person has, I think, a few clients, and they want just five more leads. That's it. Not 5 more leads every month. They have the capacity to handle 5 more clients, and that's it. Okay. But we got that's not a client for us. This is for growth-oriented businesses that want to constantly get leads and grow. If they just need leads one time, ours is not the right solution for them.
Okay.
So,
all right. So Sam, let me ask you a question. So that's only a lead deficit of 10. Just curious to know why would you even need my services? It's very simple for you to get 10 more leads per month. Just increase what you're doing now marketing wise. So why would you need me going forward?
I don't know if I need you.
Okay.
You use the word me. I did not say you. Yeah, you've made an assumption that I need you. In the client's mind, it's not that I need you. I need help with improving leads, improving lead quality, and converting leads to appointments. And I can do it through you, I can do it through somebody else, or I can do it myself. the assumption that was made is that I need you, and those were not my words that came out of my mouth. So it should be avoided at all costs. So the way to phrase it, Mr. Client, can't you get 10 more leads on your own? That's not a lot of leads.
Taking
Am I making sense here?
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
I don't want. I feel like I'm being really harsh right now.
Sam, I've had coaches to make you look like a teddy bear. So this is nothing.
Okay.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
Yeah. The D line coach in college was a little rougher on you, wasn't he, Derek?
Little league from there,
Yeah.
five from there, all the way up. So no, this is not harsh at all. Maybe for millennials.
I'm being very, very nitpicky right now, but that's I feel so important. We screw up our own sale, and when I have discussions with account managers, partners, they'll be like, I said that, I did that. You did not. Okay, you used different words, you presented different in your head or in our heads. We think we're saying the same thing. It's a totally different meaning. One word can change the impression in the client's head. Okay, so we've got to be very, very particular about this stuff. Okay, let's continue.
All right. Well, Sam, you can get those 10 leads on your own.
Is that a statement or is that a question?
All right. Sam, couldn't you get these 10 leads on your own?
Perfect. Okay, you just switched from being a salesperson to being a consultant. Okay, just by changing it to a question. And when you ask me a question, guess what it does? It prompts me to now talk. Okay. Yeah, I could, but I don't have the time to. And Derek, the reality is I may be able to get 10 additional leads, but I still need to improve quality as well. I will give you all sorts of ammunition that you can now use later during the presentation. Okay, just by changing the way you asked that question and the question that you asked. Okay, I'll give you all this stuff. Okay, you know what? Let's. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry. I should not be drinking first thing in the morning. I want to double that. Let's make that 150. 150.
Okay. 1,500. Sorry. So you would like to increase by double. Now, do you have the capacity to handle that?
Perfect. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Good. That is the right question. Mr. Client, do you have the capacity to handle 150 leads? Right? I do. I absolutely do.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. Now, very important question. How long have you been looking for these additional leads?
I've been thinking about it for 6 months at least. Yeah, 6 months.
Okay. 6 months, you realize that you could use an additional 75 leads. And when do you need these leads, these 75 additional leads, Sam?
So we're going to phrase this question just a little bit better, but it's kind of implied now that I need them as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
All right. Now, why should someone become a lead for you?
Marcy.
Sam?
Can you create a slide for this? What are the top 3 questions that somebody has in the head when looking to buy your services? Okay, just create a thing for this. You understand what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, who you are,
Yep.
what you do, and how much.
just like we do the
I got it.
just like we do the input fields, let's create 3 input fields here and with a question. Going back to Derek, yeah, Derek, our pricing is great, our service is impeccable, and we've been in business for over 54 years.
Okay. Now, what are the 3 reasons that someone would even try to find you when they come to your presence? What are the 3 things that they're looking for that are most important to them for them to become a lead for you?
I've used this question many times before this 3 things, and you have to be very careful when you use that. Okay, Paul and I signed a client last week. I asked the same question 3 times. Son of a gun could not understand the question.
Mm.
Let me reverse that. Hey, Damien, why should somebody become a lead for you? Not why they should. Yeah. Why should somebody become a lead for you?
I think they're looking for a nice new kitchen and they're like in my area. And they have good taste, good to work with.
But they can also become a lead for one of your other competitors as well, right? The question is, why should they become a lead for you first?
So why don't you say that? Put first in there.
Yeah, that's good.
It depends on the answer.
Well,
It depends on the answer. Okay. On how specific the client's answer is. Go on. So, Damien, why should they become a lead for you first?
I think my website's pretty good, Sam. I'm just role playing. I think my website's pretty good, Sam. I mean, if they get to me first, I mean, I don't know. I think we have good reviews. I think we have good pictures. We have a good portfolio, nice kitchens, and yeah, we do quality work. We've been in business 27 years, and yeah.
Here's a non-related part to this understanding the stuff. So, Damien, if one of your competitor has a nicer website, has a couple of more reviews than you, slightly nicer reviews, maybe been in business longer, then they should get that lead, not you. Is that correct?
If I can call them back quick, I think they should go to me first. If I could be quick, maybe.
And if your competitor is 30 seconds quicker than you, then the lead should go to them, right?
That could happen. Yeah, it's possible.
Do you understand this illogical thing that clients say about lead generation, and they keep screwing it up and saying because of this? That's not logic. Okay, if people make general claims like that, it doesn't make sense. Okay, now here's one of the most common answers to that question. Our service is great, our pricing is great, our products are great. Okay, and my standard response is, Mr. Client, is that a reason why somebody should become a lead for you, or a reason why somebody should buy from you? Okay. People mix up this thing of lead generation with sales. Okay. We're in the lead generation business, right? And some people will get it, some people will not get it. Do you guys get it?
Yes.
Definitely, yeah.
And so you have to be very careful that there's no one answer. This is where our astuteness, our skill level comes in, where we understand what the client is saying it, how they're saying it, what words they use, that you take it into a different direction. So sometimes this can create a little bit of difference. This is going to be replaced with, Mr. Client, what are the top 3 things? So go ahead, Derek.
All right. So Sam, what are the top 3 things that a potential lead is looking for when they're looking for your services from you or from anybody else like yourself?
Great. One change in word. One
Okay.
word change. Okay, especially if you're going after home improvement companies. It sometimes people get confused. So say, what is one thing that homeowners are looking for when looking to get a new roof? Okay, because you know their industry, but to avoid any confusion, use the word homeowner.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. Um,
So Sam, what is the one thing that homeowners are looking for when they're looking for a new roof?
in the back of their head. What are three questions that homeowners have when looking for a new roof in the back of their head?
Okay. Sam, what are the three questions that homeowners ask themselves in the back of their head when looking for a new roof?
98% of the time people will answer it a certain way. I'm going to flip it a little bit just for training purposes. People want to know a little bit about us, our testimonials, and how soon can we install a roof.
All right. So, and knowing that, what would make you different from your competitors?
So the two.
Oh, we're not doing that one. Okay.
Yeah. It's so this question of what are the three things? Okay.
Okay, we're just doing that. Okay. Got it. Okay. No, I got it. Okay, so got it. So, when they come to your website, does your website give them the answers of those three questions?
I'm just gonna go along with it, Derek, for fun. Okay. Yes.
Okay. And at this point, I would actually pull up his website.
Not
That's
necessarily. Not
well.
necessarily.
Okay. Well, I wanted to show him that I didn't want to disagree with him because I've already pulled up his website before I talked to him, so I've already known that that's not the case.
So let's understand the psychology here. Okay.
Okay.
And we have to be, our clients, our prospects are like little toddlers. We have to be very sensitive with their egos. Okay.
Yeah.
If you do it in that manner, you run the risk of calling them a liar. Okay. By proving to them that they don't have it on their website. Okay. I just said yes. What are you trying to prove to me by showing me it's not on my website? Okay. You're challenging me in a manner that ultimately you will end up calling me a liar if it's something is not there. Right. So it's got to be done very tactfully.
Okay.
Okay. I've said so. Why don't you believe me? No, but okay. But let's continue.
Okay. So Sam, when a prospect comes, when a homeowner comes to your website, those three things will be answered from what they see on your website, right?
Okay. What are the three things I said people want to know?
About you, testimonials, time.
No, not Damien, Derek, please. What are the three things I said?
About us, testimonials, and the cost.
I never said that.
What did you say?
I said people want to know about us, our services, and how long it will take to get it installed. I purposely omitted pricing.
Got it.
Okay, so you can. That is why you have to stay really, really focused on what the client is saying. You should be able to repeat what words they said in the manner that they said it. If you deviate from that, we're the only ones that are going to screw up the sale. We screw up our own sales by all these assumptions and not paying attention. We're just focused on selling, not understanding. Okay, and I'm doing all this stuff on purpose. It doesn't matter what you agree with, Greg. So the idea is that got to pay attention, pay really, really close attention to this stuff. And if you do that, the client will automatically land where we want them to land. Okay. So, and not everything is going to be where we want them to be. So you've got to tactfully guide them. Okay. I'm going to show you. So here's we'll do it two ways. Either people will answer the way we want them to, or they will not answer it. I'm going to show you how to handle both situations. Okay. Hey, Mr. Client, what are the top 3 things that a homeowner would want to know when looking to get a new roof? Okay, and people, scenario A, they will actually use the word price or cost or something like that. Okay, if they do, it's perfect. That's perfect scenario. Okay, 5% of the time they will deviate and not use the word price or cost. Right. So if they say, look, they're looking for about us, our services, and how soon we can install the roof. And then you say, Mr. Client, we service a lot of accounts. One of the top 3 questions that our clients have shared is, who are you? What can you do for them? And how much will it cost? Is cost one of the things that you think most of your homeowners want to know?
Got it.
And get them to say yes. It's again framed as a question. You got to get them to the cost thing. Our whole premise here is cost, right? Pricing. If we do not get them there, we'll lose the sale.
Got it.
It's not a pain.
Okay.
And
All right. So Sam, you know, we've done we have a lot of roofing clients, and we've come up with the top 3 things that, you know, the people wanted to know from roofers like yourself is, you know, how long you've been in business, you know, your efficiency and cost. Would you agree that cost is one of the things, top things that homeowners would want to know?
Yes.
Okay.
And now
So now we can't go ahead.
Now,
I was actually about to transition from that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
but okay, let's read the other way, Derek. Yeah, the top 3 things people want to know is always price, reviews, and material quality.
Okay. So Sam, so when one goes to your website, they will have all those questions answered, right?
All 3 questions.
All 3 questions. All 3 questions answered, right?
Let's expand this, Mr. Prospect. When somebody goes to your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, all your marketing, do you answer all 3 questions? In your marketing, website, Facebook, okay, you don't want to be focused on website, okay? Because we're now going to plant in our client set that the only source or focus is website, and this is across the board strategy.
Got it.
Yep.
So Sam, when someone goes to your website, Instagram, Facebook, whatever other marketing socials that you use, those 3 questions are answered, right?
Do you answer all 3 questions?
Do you answer all 3 questions?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
No, but you're not. You now you got to dig deeper. Got to dig deeper.
Okay.
Dig deeper, Mr. Client. Can somebody get pricing on your website?
I'm writing these down here.
Yeah.
All right, great. So Sam, can someone get pricing from your website?
Uh, not really.
Okay. Because, you know, we just spoke about how important pricing is. And so you want to make sure that when they come to your website, they'll be able to get pricing answered. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not giving pricing on my website.
Okay. Let me ask why.
Ever. I'm never going to give pricing on my website.
All right. And do you think that that could be the reason that maybe some of the leads that you say are average are that way?
It's possible. I'm not giving pricing. I can't give pricing. There are too many variables.
Okay. So let me ask you this, Sam. So we just agreed that pricing is one of the most important things that a homeowner would look for. And you're saying that you're never going to give pricing. So let me ask you this. Why would I be able to help you when one of the things that we're talking about here is improving your leads with pricing?
I don't know if you can help me or not. I have zero idea whether you can help me or not.
Okay. And I'm starting to wonder if I can as well. So if you don't want to put pricing on your website, and we said that pricing was one of the most important things, I'm just curious to know, should we even go forward here?
I don't know what we're moving forward with. Too many things. Let me help you out here, Derek.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. You are stuck here, right? And I'm verbalizing everything. What is in the client's mind. We have to become really, really good at understanding these things. Okay, and here's how to deal with them. Okay, I'm going to showcase this with you, and I'm going to show you how to deal with it. Hey, okay, you asked me, or Damon, you asked me. You offer you offer all three things.
Oh, so Mr. Client, can somebody get pricing on your website?
Yes.
Okay. How did they do that?
Actually, they cannot get pricing on my website.
Okay. Now, a minute ago, you did say that if you were looking for a new roof, wanted an idea of price. Is that correct? Just checking.
Okay. Now let's from here. Here's how to transition this. During this presentation, there'll be, I think, around 3 times you'll get an opportunity to make a bold statement. We want to avoid making a bold statement, right? We want to ask questions, but
Yep.
there are 3 times you get an opportunity to make a bold statement and leverage it. 3 times. Okay, those are your golden opportunities where you show confidence. Okay, and this is how it's done. Damien,
Yes.
if the top 3 things your homeowners, your leads, potential buyers, okay, want to know is who you are, what you can do, and how much will it cost, and you do not give it to them, then Damien, you cannot get as many leads that you want, the quality that you want, and at a fair price. If you don't give people, and then you have to follow up with this statement for emphasis. Sometimes you see me do this and it probably feels like I'm just talking. It's not me talking, it's planned that I'm saying it for emphasis. Damien, if you do not give your potential buyers what they want, you cannot get what you want.
Makes sense.
And we have already identified, according to you, that what your homeowners want is to know who you are, what they want, and how much will it cost. Right? Do you see how I did that? Okay, that is the framework there. That is the framework. You got to follow that framework. It's not a concept like talk about this. That's exactly how it's presented. There is no if, ands, buts, creativity, personality. That's the only way to present it. And it has to be mastered in that manner. Okay, so let's try that, Derek.
Okay. So start with you saying, okay, so Sam, you're saying that you're never going to put pricing on your website.
Now let's start from the beginning. Let's start at what are the top 3 things a homeowner wants to know?
So let me ask you, what are the top 3 things that a homeowner would want to know when getting business from you?
They want to know pricing, they want to know quality and speed of installation.
Okay. And when someone comes to your, a homeowner comes to your website, are those 3 questions answered?
Rephrase it. Let's start from the beginning. Not from the beginning. When somebody comes to your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, and in all your
Okay.
marketing, do you answer all 3 questions? Do you know why that question has to be phrased that way?
Yeah, because we're letting them know that later on that without traffic and
No.
all
It's
sources.
because, hey, Derek, I don't have a website yet. My website is being built. Okay. There could be so many things about it's not website. It's that concept is across the board. So that's why we want to avoid saying just website.
Got it.
And as we get into franchises and stuff, sometimes we won't be able to access somebody's website. So it will create challenges in people's heads. So that's why you should just make it across the board in your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, across the board. Do you answer all 3 questions, Mr. Glenn? Okay.
Yeah. So Sam, when someone comes to your website or sees you on Facebook or Instagram or all your different marketing sources, do you answer those questions?
All 3 questions.
You answer all 3 of those questions.
No, I think I probably answered 2 of them. We don't have pricing on our website.
You don't have pricing?
Yep.
Okay. Now, earlier you said that we just discussed that pricing is one of the top 3 things that people look for, homeowners, when they're looking for a new roof. And if you don't offer pricing, then you must understand that you're not going to get the top leads from homeowners who are looking to buy from you right now, because we just agreed that they look for pricing as well. Does that make sense?
Here's what the difference is between what you said and what was trying to be said. Okay, it is not the concept of pricing. The goal of this part is to focus on reciprocity. That, Mr. Klein, to get what you want, you have to give people what they want. If you don't answer your prospects' top 3 questions, you cannot get as many leads, the quality, and at a fair price. It's not. It's creating that thing that to get what you want, you have to give other people what they want. Now, don't focus on pricing. You got this concept has to be inserted very, very clearly. What's up, Karen? Does that make sense?
Yep. So Sam, understand that in order to get what you want, which is better quality leads, you have to give the potential homeowner, what the potential customer, what they want. So do you understand that if you don't offer pricing to potential,
it's not pricing. Don't fall into that trap. Not pricing,
okay.
Mr. Client. If you don't give answer the top 3 questions that your homeowners want, you cannot get more leads, better quality leads, and at a price that is fair. It's just a concept that if you, Derek, if you don't help your friends out when they're in need, they will not help you out when you're in need. It's just a general statement. Okay, if it's a general statement, not a specific statement as to, hey, Derek, if you don't buy your friends beer, then when you want beer, they will not buy you beer. It's not specific. It's a general statement that, Mr. Client, if you don't help your friends out in need, then they will not help you out when you're in need. Mr. Client, if you don't answer the top 3 questions that your prospects want, then you will not get more leads, better quality leads, and at a price that's fair. It's a general statement. But this, because there's a transition after that. You have to get the reciprocity concept out and understood.
Got it.
And yes, this is being recorded, so you can be reviewed, but very, very specific.
So Sam, if you don't offer the client a potential, the prospect, what they want, then you will not get better leads, better quality, and more appointments booked.
Fair. What is the difference between the word will and can? You will not get versus you cannot get.
Cannot means it's impossible.
Will
It can't
means
happen.
cannot get is softer than will. Will not, you will not think is that you cannot is a little bit softer. So you want to use the word can instead of will. You will not go to that dance is absolute. You cannot go to that dance leaves a little bit of possibility. And that's that's what we want to use. I'm being very particular with the words because
You're being very particular, and what you need to understand is my rhythm and my flow is not yours.
yes.
And so if I interject a lot of Sam's words without practicing first, my rhythm will not allow that, and it will look canned. And the presentation.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So the words I use, yeah, you're absolutely right. And this is applicable for everybody that add your personality, add your words, but when you're choosing your words that you're comfortable with, make sure that it doesn't deviate from the message or the feeling that needs to be communicated. I firmly believe there are certain words I use that Marcella thinks I'm too geeky about, but those are my comfortable words. But the reason I use it and I've changed my pitch is because I realized if I use this word, it's not really, it creates more doubt than it solves. But let's continue.
Okay. So Sam, please understand that if you don't give the homeowner what they want, you cannot get what you want in better leads, higher quality, and more appointments being booked.
Perfect.
And I'm going to say it again. You cannot get what you want if you don't give the prospect what they want when it comes to you wanting better leads, higher turnover, higher quality, and more booked appointments.
That's fair. And I know why I phrased it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you use the word will can. Okay, but here's a different alternative. Here's an alternative. Mr. Client, if your homeowners are looking to know and find out who you are, what you can do for them, and how much will it cost, and you do not answer the top 3 questions that the homeowner has, then why should you get more leads, better quality leads at a price that's fair? Why? Okay, so you phrase it as a question, again, as a question. Okay, so depending on the client, some clients are going to be very, very hardcore, technical. Some are soft. So you can't just be too. There are times that you have to be soft, and now if you come across somebody that's an asshole, you have to be strong as well. They want you to match their energy.
Yeah.
So then you'll make that bold statement. But if you come across somebody that's soft, you're like, Mr. Client, if this is what your homeowner wants and you don't give it to them, then why should you get more leads, better quality leads, and at a price that's fair? And now I want everyone to think about this for a second. Okay, if I want you to put yourself in the client's shoes. Okay, what can the client possibly say at this point? If you were the client, okay, and I just made the statement, Mr. Client, if the homeowner wants to know who you are, what can you do for them, how much it is, and you don't answer those 3 questions clearly in your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, and all your marketing, then why should somebody become a lead for you, a better quality lead for you, and at a price that's fair. If I'd asked you that question, how would you answer that? Is there a way? Pardon?
All they can say is they shouldn't.
Nobody will say that. You're good. You're right. That's what they can say, but nobody will ever say that. Nobody will ever say that. They'll make up cockamamie answers. And so here's what you have to do. The moment you ask that question, don't think of it as like there's some questions you ask to get an answer. This is a rhetorical question. It's not meant to be answered. We're making our customer uncomfortable. Okay, we build this pressure up and then release the pressure. And this is how you release the pressure. Okay, it's a rhetorical question. Hey, Derek, if your homeowners, your potential buyers want to know who you are, what can you do for them, and how much it will cost, and you do not answer those three questions in your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, and all your marketing, then you cannot get more leads, better quality leads, and at a price that's fair. Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
Let me help solve this challenge for you. Okay, before they become too uncomfortable, okay, just tell them they don't need to answer that question. My question was not answer the question. My question is that a fair question? Is that fair? So they're answering a different question, not what is the answer to this? It's, is that fair? Yes. Let me help solve this challenge. Okay. We don't want to spank them. We just want to get them uncomfortable and then say, I have a solution. Okay, I have a solution. But we've created a basic premise. Okay, let's continue.
Got it. So
Actually, okay, we're going to go into the configurator. Yeah, that's fine. I want to digress for a second. Greg asked this question, right? So, fair question. But, hey, Greg,
Yes.
ask me how many website visitors I have.
Sam, how many website visitors or how much digital traffic do you drive each month?
I don't know.
Can you give me just an approximate guess at how many you're receiving?
I don't
100,
know.
200,000?
I have zero idea.
You're not a very smart business owner, are you?
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Click. Okay. Okay. Now ask me again.
Hey, Sam, do you have any idea of an estimate of how many visitors visit your digital platforms on a monthly basis?
I can get that answer. Sure. Let's do this. Let me get that from my web developer. Let's touch base in a couple of days. I'll be able to get that answer for you.
Perfect.
You just created a scenario where by asking that question, you have postponed your own sale. Don't ask questions that nobody has the answer to. Who knows? Damien, you have a website. How many visitors
Yep.
come to your website?
I think about 1,000 a month. I don't really know though.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Dave, you have a website. How many visitors come to your website?
Don't keep track of it.
Nobody knows. Okay, these are.
Sam, how many visitors are coming to your website and leaving without doing anything?
I have zero idea. I have
Do you
zero
think you
idea.
have, do you think you have website visitors that visit and leave without doing anything?
I have zero idea. This is the assumption that you're making in your head that the customer cannot answer, cannot do that stuff. You're only hurting yourself by questions that you're asking that nobody knows. Hey, did you have dinner last night,
Yes.
Greg?
No,
Okay. Did you have lunch yesterday?
no.
The day before? Okay.
Yes.
Last time you ate food, how many ounces of food did you eat?
8.7.
That's bullshit. You don't know the answer to that question. Okay. I'm not arguing this. I'm making a point here.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions that cannot be answered. Okay, all it leaves the customer feeling is a void. You made me feel stupid. Like you said, you're not a very smart businessman. This is exactly the feeling that comes when we ask unanswerable questions. Don't ask dumbass questions that will not propel the pitch forward. Okay, don't ask questions that sound like they're salesy. This is why I don't ask those questions. My recordings for every presentation is there. Never will you see me ask that question unless the client has a pretty good idea. There's a very specific time and place to ask these questions. This is the reason why we shoot ourselves in the foot. Okay, we shoot ourselves in the foot. Okay, and if you say, hey, I've lost more sales because of dumbass questions, that if I'd not asked them, the client would never have said, okay, let me find out, let's touch base in next week.
Yeah, so that's awful. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Mm.
Okay, now let me and let's take it step by step. Okay, Greg, I have 4,000 visitors coming to my website.
Great. Do you know out of the 4,000 visitors coming to your website,
Right.
how many are actually converting into sales opportunities for you and your sales team?
That I do not know. I know the answer to how many visitors are coming, but I do not know how many are converting into sales opportunities for my sales team.
Would it be important to you, Sam, if there was a way to convert higher rates of your traffic into more sales opportunities?
Obviously,
No. And so if there was a better solution to do that, would that be something you might be interested in?
obviously.
Yeah, well, let me show you a configurator.
Okay. So you got that answer to your first question, how many visitors, but you did not get an answer to the second question. Okay.
Well, I've planted a seed in their mind now with thinking, yeah, I have 4,000 visitors, but maybe I'm only getting 50 leads per month. Why am I only getting 50 leads per month? Why?
Aha moment.
Mhm.
Yes, you planted a seed there, but guess what you also planted in my head? Okay. Doubt. I don't know if it's 50 or 100 or all 4,000. I have zero idea. So you've created doubt in my head that I should go find out. Okay. Or if I'm not a student, you know what most people say? I don't know, man. Okay. I don't know how to even do this stuff. I don't even know how many people come. I don't know how to even track how many visitors come. Sometimes the questions we ask actually screw up stuff in our client's head, and then we're like, oh, why don't they want to do business with us? We put shit in their head that was not meant to be there by the questions we ask. Able to communicate is so important. We can guide the conversation any way we want it just by the questions that we ask. Avoid putting crap in your customer's head. It hurts us. That is why. Okay, there's no value there. And this is not for me just saying. I've done it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And one thing is very clear. I screwed up the sale by asking questions that in the wrong questions in the wrong manner. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, Derek. I'm digressing for a second here. Okay.
You're good.
What? Here's one thing. Why should somebody fill out a contact form? Okay, I'm gonna take this.
To become a lead.
Okay, here, let me share my screen here.
When was the last time you filled out a contact form?
Yeah, they're gonna get something that they want, basically. That's the only reason they would do it.
You're absolutely right.
But don't you think that, oh, that's not the discussion that I have, but go ahead.
Give me a city and state.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. That was one of my favorite pickup lines, by the way. You're the only 10 I see. Okay,
That's-
Nashville, Tennessee, and let's go for HVAC companies. Okay,
We don't tell me that's worked on a winner before.
okay. We've got Hoffman Brothers, Happy Hiller, Lee Company, Donaldson, Air Experts. Pick one.
Hillier. I'm Hillier. Second.
Okay. I'm going
Happy
to show you what the customer experience is. Okay.
That was pretty good, like schedule. Oops.
I okay. Here's the contact us. Okay. Right now, the only options here are I can call you, or I can book an appointment. Right.
Mhm.
But well, let's say I just have a question. I don't want to schedule anything. I just want to have a general discussion, and I don't want to call you, so I can contact you.
I
Okay.
chat.
Okay,
Bad
or just-
example, they got
Yes.
pressing button there.
So, Billy, Bob, phone number 212, email billy@bob.com. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, comment is need pricing. I don't want to subscribe. What do you think is going to happen when I submit this?
You'll get a call.
It'll go to their back end or whatever they use to see their emails.
Sending thank you for contacting us. How is that experience?
Leaves them
There you go.
uncertain what's going to happen. I mean, really, I mean, they're like,
I have no
yeah,
idea what they're going to get back to.
yeah.
When they're going to get back to them, right? Okay. Now I'm going to take the same exact contact form. Okay. And if it said somebody will call you in 5 minutes or 6 minutes, does that make me want to fill out that form faster?
Yes.
For sure,
You're
for
giving
sure.
them an actionable item that this, if you do this, you will get this. This is too general. I don't know when, I don't know what, right? It's so that's why people will like, I'll get back to this happens with me all the time. There's so many vendors I want to contact, so many people I want to contact. I'll be like, yeah, I'll call them. I'll fill out that form later. And I never do. It
Yeah.
just I've got all these tabs.
And they're also in the zone or the mood or whatever to engage at that right at that time, right? Basically.
These are all the tabs that I have open, and within each tab, I have like 12 for each section. Okay, I've got it's simply because I'm going to get to it at some point. Okay, now they do something interesting. They do pricing. Let's click on pricing. True transparency pricing, schedule
Doesn't
online.
say anything.
They actually give pricing. Why is this sometimes not a good idea?
They'll get that in their head maybe, and then they'll expect that, and it might not apply to their situation. Or
Okay, I'm gonna. Why is this a bad idea?
The person does not know what they want yet, what they need yet.
They don't know what they need.
Because they're comparison shopping now.
Now that's
That's a good
okay. That's exactly okay. Here's what I would do as a customer.
point.
Great, it's 422. Sure, if I have an idea, I'm familiar with the brand and stuff like that, I'll do it. But I got what I wanted, but Hiller did not get my contact information.
Mhm.
Okay, so I now here's what I'm going to do. These are
Yep.
cheap services, so not an issue, right?
Yep.
Okay, in the hundreds. But once we start getting into installations, okay, this is pricing for a service fee. right? But they don't give me pricing on installation. I want a new HVAC service. I want a new installation. Why are they not giving me that? Because the price is really high. And high prices people don't want to put on their website. Okay. But now it's 422. I'm going to call one of these other companies and just check around if anybody can beat 422.
Right.
Okay. I
Hey,
know
Sam.
I've got a baseline here. I'm going to call one of these other companies because they're all the same to me. Okay. They're all Nashville, Tennessee HVAC companies. If to do this, I have to create now, Derek. What if I said it's between 407 and 462? What do you think now?
Well, as a consumer, as a potential customer, I would think that, you know, they're more professional as far as wanting to look out for me to see what the actual price really is. They're not trying to ram one price down my throat. They're saying, hey, you know, it could be this, it could be this, you know, let's see. So now that will, and that would invoke me to have a conversation.
Fair, but Dave, yes.
Hey, Sam, I left you a note. I have to drop off because I have a meeting coming up at 9:30. I wanted to let you guys know this is really important stuff. Obviously, the verbiage that we go over in the presentation. So when Sam posts this recording, please keep this recording and go over it and over it and over it, because this is really important stuff. And then also, I'll be sending out an email to everybody on my team with a link to our GHL meeting with Adrian coming up. It's important that you guys are on that. So I will see you in that meeting with Adrian.
And what time is that meeting again, Dave?
2 p.m. Eastern
When? What day?
today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At 1:30, I have that appointment with that lady.
You go to that appointment.
Do your appointment. It'll be recorded. We'll get it to you.
Okay.
Just join it when you can. All right. Thanks, Sam.
Let me finish up this thing. Here's what we're trying to do with this 407 to 462. Derek, when you see this number, what do you feel like doing? What is it that you want to know?
I want to know what exactly it is.
How will you do that?
Contacting them.
And that's how you get them to fill out a form. Okay. Then you
that
create
makes sense.
curiosity. Okay. And that's why they'll fill out a form, because you created curiosity first. Okay. That's what changes everything. That you've either given something of value or you've created curiosity. This this does not create curiosity.
Right.
This has not created curiosity for me. This does not create curiosity. In fact, this also said, please submit your information and I'll contact you within 24 hours. What if I need somebody to contact me right away? Will I want to fill this form out?
That annoys me if I see that, actually.
It annoys a lot of people, Damien. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the opposite, right? It turns you
It's
off.
just the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about that text us down there at the bottom?
If somebody wants to text, sure.
But
Okay.
no time frame. It doesn't say like when they'll text back.
Right.
I mean, my first thought would be, with
You have got to
are they
create
is that one
curiosity.
of those that's going to charge me for texting?
That they've got the disclaimer. Okay. But the point is, you have to create curiosity or you have to give something of value. And here's what we do. Here's what we do. It will be basically, hey, get an instant online estimate and let them go through this. Now, once we put a configurator on a website, it is not that all the leads are going to use the configurator. They'll still get leads from their contact form, their phone number, their schedule online. They'll get leads across the board. They'll also get leads from the configurator, higher qualified leads. So if a client ever gives us a suggestion, oh, but now all the leads are going to use the configurator. No, that's not true. It's never been true.
Right.
They'll actually get more leads. There'll be people that call. There'll be if somebody wants to call, why would they not call? Okay, some people that still fill out a contact form because that they're used to that. Some people will go through the configurator. Okay, let's
Sam, I got to take this call from Mother. Just hold on, please, for a second.
yes, go ahead, go ahead. So that is why the configurator. So that's the reason why people do not fill out forms. Okay, and by creating curiosity, you do not get stuck. Now, if I say it's between 402 and 467, people want to know, okay, what is the exact number? Okay, hey, happy to answer that for you. Either schedule an appointment or call us. And most people are reasonable. They know that, especially when you're getting a new roof install or HVAC or kitchen remodel, that there won't be a fixed number. It will be customized, right?
Mhm.
So that curiosity is the concept that is used in the configurator. Okay. I'm going to.
Hey, Sam, I get that you would say to somebody, what if you're talking, I have a client that I'm going to approach that, or a potential lead that I'm going to approach that has something similar to that on their website. How would you go about when they say, well, we already have pricing? Just go through the exercise you just went through?
Oh, okay, so you have to dig deeper in. Mr. Ryder, when you say you have pricing, what do you mind if I ask, what do you mean by that?
I give people an idea of what our services cost.
What services are you in?
I do general construction. I do general construction, but a lot of roofing, and I do commercial and residential.
How do you answer the question, how much my roof will cost?
I give them, I give them some ideas of pricing and packaging. Like I package them up and I give them pricing.
Can you give me an idea?
Yeah, like for a 2-story home, 3,000 square feet, I give them a price of 12,500.
Okay. So now if you do that, you planted in my head that my roof is going to cost 12,500. Okay. And if any number deviates from that, that means that you gave me an incorrect price. You planted that in my head. Okay. And the reality is it's not 12,500. It's going to be a range. It might, for some people, be 12,500. Some people will be 15,000. Some people might be 10,000. Right? So you cannot give a number. You know that. Right. Okay, Mr. Klein, let's take it a step further. It's 12,500, right?
Yeah.
Here's what you're doing with me. Thank you, Paul, for telling me it's 12,500. That's what I want to know. It's 12,500, or it's between 12,000 and 15,000. Thank you for sharing that information with me. I'm really, really grateful, but I'm also going to check out some other sites. Did I get what I wanted?
Yep.
Did Paul get what he wanted?
Nope.
No.
Because you gave me the answer without making me give you my information. In the configurator, we say we're calculating your results. Okay. And if you want the results, tell us where to send it. Okay. And so you give me your name, email, phone number, and I will give you your customized instant estimate. And that's way you get what you want and I get what you want.
All right. On that note, I have to go, Sam.
Yes, that's fair. Okay.
Okay.
On
Sam, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to listen to the recording. Just a family emergency. I have to go now. I'll listen to the recording. I got to let
no
David know.
problem.
Won't be on the
Thanks,
call.
Sim.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you, Dan.
Everyone has to go. So
Yeah.
okay, let's okay, for those that are here, let's continue. It will be recorded now. So so these let's start off with this stuff. Okay, just handle this part, and this is a great transition into the next part. Okay, which is pricing. What is the number one reason, number one objection that people always have when it comes to sales? Pricing.
Nice.
Price, always price, right?
Mm.
Okay, but we have some huge advantages when it comes to price. Okay. So here are a couple of things that need to be understood. Should I talk about comp or? Okay, let me first talk about pricing. This is our pricing model going forward.
Mhm.
Okay, we're not going to discuss it right now. I'm going to go through it. There are two components, but this is the pricing model. Okay. Okay, monthly is $299, build out is $3,000. The
Mhm.
client pays $1,500 upfront, $1,500 on delivery. I've introduced another model, which is $399, $2,500 build out. Okay, half upfront, half on delivery. Okay,
Mhm.
we've also introduced a plan, which is the $599 plan. Okay, the build out
Mm.
is
All right.
$599.
Okay.
They pay that upfront, and that's it. It's a flat $599 per month. Okay, so when it comes to this stuff, here is the
Yep.
question. Okay, hey Greg, give me the objection. Yep. Hey Greg, what does this work for you?
No, that's the upfront. I don't have that amount right now.
Okay. Um, uh, is that the only thing preventing you from getting started?
You know,
Uh,
I have some question. I have some doubt, but go ahead.
uh, let's address your doubts first.
I just don't know. Well, my doubt is if I'm already driving traffic,
Yeah.
I'm getting leads and I'm converting my leads. You know, do I want to get into something that to where now I got to pay per lead?
So, Mr. Client, here's the simple answer to that. You want more leads, you want better quality leads, you want to convert leads into more appointments. You've said your lead quality is average, and you want to go to 74 leads. And this is something you've been thinking about for 6 months. Okay, if you've not been able to solve your problem, you've got a desire. Here is, and you already told me you like the configurator and you like the quality of those leads. Okay, the question is, does it make sense for you not to get those leads, keep getting average leads, or implement something that you already like?
Hmm.
Okay, and I do understand you have a concern. So here is a very, very simple thing. You said you're getting leads from your website, you're converting those things, right?
Right.
Would you be opposed to just converting more of it? Let's not drive even more traffic. Let's just convert more of the traffic that's already coming to your website and Facebook and all the other channels. Would that be all right?
Converting now.
The question is not converting, it's converting more. Would you prefer to drive additional traffic to get this increase, or would you prefer to convert more of what you're already spending money on?
Mhm. I mean, I guess I converting more.
Okay, and so I just gave you options. Pick one. And here's what I'm trying to psychologically put in your head, Greg. If you're driving traffic, you're already converting. If that will solve your problem of getting more leads, the 63 leads you want, better quality leads, more booked appointments, then that's what you should do first. Let's touch base down the road if that's all right, Greg. If you can solve, there's no reason to use me, Greg, if you can solve these 3 desires that you have on your own. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Now, when you come with that mindset, the customer will start fighting with you and saying, "No, I want you to take my business." Okay, you'll see the most magical thing happen if you hint that, "No, I don't want your business." Okay, I'm not desperate for your business. You're the one with the problem. Okay, not me. I'm the one with the solution. Okay, your doctor is not begging you to do business with them because they have the solution. We're the ones that have the problem. Right? So you've got to be okay, but let's address this. So if somebody says, "No, I have some doubts," and I think, don't give the answer until you overcome all the other objections. Otherwise, they'll keep going objection after objection after objection. Okay.
Hey,
Can you
Sam, this sounds,
repeat-
it's a little pricey up. Go ahead, Damon.
Oh, sorry, can you just repeat that, Sam, what you said? I want to make sure I really caught that, what you said. Don't give the solution to what? Sorry, say it one more time.
When Greg said that this is a little pricey,
Mhm.
the first instinctive response is to, as salespeople, is we want to address the objection. Right? Do not do
Mhm.
that. This is
Do
being
not do
recorded.
that.
Do not
Okay.
do that.
Do not meet their objection with an answer,
Yes.
basically.
Isolate the problem. Isolate it.
Okay. Ask more questions.
No, isolate it. Hey, Greg, is that the only thing preventing you from making a decision? Okay.
Yes.
The reason you want to do that so that later he doesn't come up with another objection. Okay. And if he comes up with another objection, and like he said, "No, I have some doubts," then address those first before answering this question. Otherwise, it will be an endless loop of objection after objection, ridiculousness. Isolate it and say, "This is the final bottom line. This is the only thing preventing from not doing it to doing it," right? Once that is taken care of, the sale is pretty much made. Does that make sense?
That's a magical question then. That's good.
It is.
Yeah.
And if they throw out anything else, address that first. Okay. And then come back to Greg.
Hello.
What does this need to be?
Yeah.
For it to make good business sense, for you to get started, for you to get started.
Free. I mean, I have no problem paying for the leads.
On a new house.
Pardon, Mr. Customer?
I said, I have no problem paying for the leads. It's just paying for a build out, I guess.
No,
I mean,
Mr.
you're gonna
Client, you
charge
do
me
have a
for the
problem.
leads.
You do have a very, very serious problem, I feel. But you tell me if I'm right or wrong. You desire 67 more leads that you're not getting, that you're spending money on. You're not happy with the quality, and you are not able to grow. That is a problem.
I'm willing to pay for the leads, though.
No, Mr. Client, you're willing to pay for quality leads, and your options right now is you can pay for leads, but they're not quality. There are lots and lots of sources that you can go and buy leads at a much more expensive price. And geez, but the quality isn't there. It's not customized for your thing. If you just want to pay for leads, the solution is there are lots and lots of companies you can just go buy leads from. Is that an option that would make sense for you?
No, Sam, I want your system. Sell me your system.
Okay, Mr. Client.
Well, I mean, because you don't probably have enough monthly earnings to be able to pay for both and the expenses to run to. But you have net worth that you can substantiate it. But okay, so you sell your house and you turn around and you pay down
So, Greg, it's $3,000, $299 per month. How much? Let's reduce your build out and let's adjust your monthly. What would you like it to be?
What's the monthly fee for?
Yeah,
Manage, host,
why did I do
test
it?
out, amortize the build out cost. It's the same thing like when you get a website, you also have a hosting cost. Okay, when you buy your cell phone, you still have to pay for the cell phone service every month.
But
Okay,
didn't you say you want to put this on my website?
yes. We don't need to put it on your website. We'd like to put it on your website, but it is not taking over. It's just an embed. We're also going to have a separate website. It's still, the software still needs to be hosted. It's hosted software.
It's expensive to host the software, $299 a month.
If somebody gives you that kind of stuff, Mr. Client, how much is your average net margin per customer, per closed deal?
No.
Not your revenue.
I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Client, everything we do is mathematical. If you do not know your numbers, then we're not the right company. Because, Mr. Client, I'll constantly keep asking you for numbers. If knowing your numbers is not important to you, I cannot help you. Because I'm going to measure everything. I'm going to track everything. I'm going to give you results. If you cannot measure results, I'm not the guy for you. I'm very, very specific about this stuff. If you keep getting disappointed with your marketing companies, with the lead generation, it's because you're not tracking everything. You don't know your numbers. Okay. You know that things are expensive. How do you know they're expensive if you don't know what the numbers are? If you do not know your numbers, Mr. Client, I can tell you, I should not be servicing you. You should find somebody that can deliver abstract results to you.
Mhm.
So, Mr. Client, you want to give it an idea of what you think your average net margin is?
But didn't we just talk about not doing this because of when I said about website visitors? Now we're making them feel stupid.
It's okay to make them feel stupid in a manner that is logical. Okay, it's not all right to say you're not a good business owner, which is what your statement was. Okay, you're not a very smart business owner.
Mm.
That is the difference. I don't call them
Mm.
stupid to their face.
Make about $100.
$100.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do basement remodeling. Okay, how much is your average basement remodeling net margin?
10,000.
Your net margin or your gross margin or your revenue?
I'm just throwing numbers. 5,000.
Who knows some actual numbers? Hey, Tony, do you know any numbers for any industry?
Yeah, for roofing, I know they make $5,000 profit for a $10,000 roof.
Okay. Mr. Khan, let's just do this mathematically. Your traffic, are we going to use existing traffic, new traffic, or both? Gregory?
Well, you're asking back to me?
Yes.
Existing traffic.
Okay. Mr. Client, $5,000. Your average with your monthly, your lead cost, including amortizing the build out over a year, your average cost will be $603. Monthly investment with leads annualizes $603. How many jobs do you need to sell at $5,000 in net margin to cover $603?
0.12.
That's correct. You don't even need one job. Okay.
Mhm.
Less than one job.
Oh, you need one job, yeah.
Mathematically, right?
Mhm.
What is your closing ratio?
45%.
And what if you got 100 leads? How many of them would you convert into an appointment? Now, pay attention to the way I phrase this question. I didn't say
If
what
you
is
don't.
your lead. Nobody knows
Mm.
that. So you have to make it practical and say, if you got 100 leads, how many of them would you book into an appointment?
50%.
So if you cover $594, you need 0.12 sales. At a closing ratio of 45%, you need 0.26 appointments. And at 50%, we double that, it's 0.53 leads. But you're right, there's no such thing as 0.53 leads. So let's round it off to 1. Since we're using your existing organic traffic, because we don't have traffic costs, we're using your existing organic traffic, I'm going to give you a 200% ROI. Okay. 200% ROI, which is 0.53 is 2 leads, and I rounded it up. 200% is 1.5 leads. I'm going to give you 2. And to get 2, I just need 85 of your visitors driven to the configurator. If you get 2, you will break even with our investment based on your numbers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But we're not trying to break you even. We're trying to give you a positive ROI. We're going to guarantee you just half a lead would, because your margin is so high, okay, will give you a profit. But I'm going to deliver 2 qualified leads to you. If we do not deliver 2 leads, okay, after 3 months, okay, we will continue providing our services without any cost to you. We'll waive the $5.99 until we actually deliver the 2 leads.
2 leads are awfully expensive.
Pardon?
Those 2 leads are awfully expensive.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see. Let's make it some realistic numbers. No, Mr. Client, are you? Why do you think that's awfully expensive?
For 2 leads, you need 3,000 for the configurator, $295 a month, and
No, Mr. Client, that's to break even. Our
but
lead
that's
cost,
what you're guaranteeing me was 2 leads, right?
I'm going minimum guarantee. Okay, you want to know, hey, you don't know all the results. I'm going to guarantee you that you will make a profit. Did you say that you're also advertising in other platforms?
No.
Let's say you want 105 additional leads a month, right? What I'm giving you a guarantee. What guarantee is Facebook giving? What guarantee is Angie's List giving? What guarantee is Google giving? Tell me one company that's giving you a guarantee. And I'm giving you a very customized guarantee. And here are our lead costs. Roofing is $86, right? Mr. Client, it's $5,000, right, Tony?
You got it left, yes. 3 to 5,000 is average. Gross.
So this is the number you need. With us, you're going to spend on average $603. We'll get the thing. But let's make this $3,000. So, Mr. Client, I need to get you 1.12 leads. This is to break even. Okay, I need to make sure you get your money back that you invest with us. Okay, this is to break even, but I'm going to give you a 200% ROI, which is 4 leads, guaranteed. Okay, I need 170 visitors. And if I don't deliver, I'm going to continue doing this and I'm not going to charge you a monthly until I actually deliver what I said to get you not your money back, but to get you an ROI. And Mr. Client, if we have to drive additional traffic, then there's an added cost to drive traffic. So then it's 1.36 leads I need, 3 leads guaranteed, but it's 100% ROI. But if we can use both new and existing, it's 150% ROI. We've got costs to run traffic. So there is an actual cost to all this stuff. Okay, and this is your return. Now you said you wanted 105 additional leads. Based on your numbers, Gregory Carr, if you got 105 at your appointment closing ratio, at the appointment ratio, at your numbers, you'd make profit of $60,000, 480. Your monthly investment with us, total with lead costs and everything, is $9,579.
Whoa, how did we jump to 10? How'd that happen?
Because you want 105 leads.
Oh, okay.
When I asked you earlier how many leads you want, you told me you're getting 45 and you want to go to 150. This is what's going to cost you to get 105 leads with our system. Okay, you'll make $60,000. You'll spend $9,000 including lead costs, because each lead is going to cost $86. Okay, you'll spend that much. Your total profit is $50,901. ROI is 531. You're losing $50,000 a month by not getting these 105 additional leads. If you think my $299 is a big concern for you, let's agree with you. This is not the right solution for you.
We just went and we looked at it. It's 9,000 a month. Oh, those numbers.
It's 9,000 because it's $299 per month plus $86 per lead. If you know how to get 105 additional high quality leads for less than that, then that's
I don't have $9,000 to spend right now.
You cannot. That is, if you get 105, you're going to pay for whatever leads we actually get. If we only get you 50 leads, you'll not pay 9,000, you'll pay that. But if you get 50 leads, are you going to sell those leads at convert them into appointments and sell 40% of them into booked appointments? That will make each and every one $3,000 in profit for you. And I'm not saying you need to start off by spending $9,000. I'm saying start off with spending $1,500. If you don't do this in a mathematical, predictable manner, you cannot get the results you want. If you want to make $50,000 profit a month, you cannot be scared of spending $299 per month.
Right.
And if it is, Mr. Client, I do not know how to solve this problem for you. And if somebody does know how to solve and get you 105 additional quality leads for you, they deserve the business. And you know why I can make all these claims? Because I did the setup property. That I ask questions. Now, if you backtrack and all that stuff, everything has been already covered.
Well, I mean, no, you did say it.
Now,
where's the traffic thing on this now? Where is that at?
Right here, traffic, existing, organic, or both.
Okay, no, where you get into the traffic numbers, the
What traffic numbers?
traffic ad spends.
That was on the previous screen, right? Where we add the.
So, Mr. Client,
Yeah.
how much traffic?
Okay.
Okay, you don't have traffic. Okay, great. How much traffic do you want to drive? And this is money we're going to pay directly to. This is for ad spend. Okay. Now there are additional components to this. I'm not going to get into that. We've already been here a long time, but I do want to point out a couple of things. Okay, Mr. Client, let's address your concern. Okay, everything else I can address. I need to address all the unspoken stuff. Mr. Client, if $3,000 is too much, what would be a comfortable budget? Let's find something that would make it easy for you to get started. But we'll make it up on the monthly. Okay, what would you like? $399, $499, $449, and if we increase your monthly, it will reduce your build out. What makes sense?
But is the monthly fee, once that equals 3,000, does that ever go back?
Yes, after a year, it's amortized over a year. Right after a year, you can decide what to do. It's
so
annualized.
You're amortizing the build out, basically. Is that right, Sim? Just the build out. Yes. Okay. Cool.
It's annualized. Okay.
Annualized.
Yes, after a year, you can do whatever you want. Okay. So, Mr. Client, what would you like?
It's a cool feature. I like it.
Yeah, that's really,
but it should be. I mean, probably should be mentioned on here on the screen.
Wait, hold on. There's everything I do that is cool has logic to it. Okay, and you'll understand the logic in just a second. Mr. Client, what would you like?
That works. 1,000 up front. And well, wait a minute, I'm paying 1,000 up front, 1,000 at launch plus 449. Do I understand that right?
Yes.
Or are you
At 299, it's 1,500, which is the 3,000, but you pay 299. If you want to pay a little bit more on the monthly, then it reduces your build out. Okay. If you want to only pay 1,000 total, that'll be 549 per month.
how does that affect our commissions?
That is the thing. Answer this first question.
500 a month.
I cannot, the smallest plan I have, Mr. Client, is 599 per month.
Okay. I'm good with 1,000 now and 1,000 to get started.
Okay, good. 1,000 now, 1,000 thing, and 449. Okay. And then you
So,
just
when does the 449 come into play? So it's 1,000 up front, 16 days later, you're coming back for the other 1,000. And then is it at 16 days later, you're paying
Yep, at launch.
1449?
Yep.
Okay.
At launch. Okay. Now you very change based on all the stuff, right? So let's look at, and this is in your Zoom. Zoom. No, sorry, Discord.
Discord. Yeah. In the in the blah 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 channel. Let's see. Comp plan. And bonuses.
It's under comp plan. So you go to comp plan. This is the old comp plan. Okay.
Yeah.
A month ago. Okay. If anybody wants to keep using the old presentation, old structure and stuff, that comp plan is already there. This is the new comp plan. I posted it. And this is how it works. Yeah. $3,000. Your commission is $800. Okay. The
That's
upfront.
the normal build out. Yep.
Okay, 400 upfront, 400. Previously, we didn't have 800. The maximum was 600, right? So now it's 800, 400 upfront, 400 delivery, 2,500, 600, 400. Okay, but at the $1,000 mark, the commission on the build out is only $150. Okay, and the client has to pay that upfront. They have to pay $1,000 right up front. There's no split on $1,000.
How does this work if someone's using an appointment setter?
Yeah, if you use an appointment setter, your choice whether you want to use an appointment setter or not. If it is,
No, I said, how does it, what's the numbers?
it's split. The build out is split 50-50. The monthly NDs are split 33%. Okay, build out commission is split 50-50.
The monthly, they're not getting just the upfront.
No, commission is split 50-50.
And then they're getting a portion of the monthly?
I don't know any appointment setter that's going to work on the commission only basis. Wait for them, work all day, set appointments for you, and only get paid if you sell.
They're getting 50% of the
That's
commission.
why I don't know anybody that's going to work at that thing and say, look, I'll set appointments. If a setter will set the appointment, and if you set the appointment and you close at $100, they'll get $50. And if you don't close, they don't get anything at all. Nobody's going to do it. Nobody, I do not know how to do it, but this is one of those things where if somebody has an appointment setter, a friend, somebody, they should just go hire them. This is only if we use one of our network setters. Okay. Then you got to split the build out fee commission on them, and the monthly and needs is 33. You keep 67, they keep 33. And I'll show you how.
That's setting the appointment. Jesus, criminy.
Because it's one of the toughest jobs to do.
Yeah.
Really, really
Sam, I didn't quite understand your explanation. I do understand the concept, but I didn't understand the detail of that just now. So if the VA sets the appointment, then the account manager, just say it one more time. Sorry.
So the way it works is, okay, the lot fee, whatever the commission is.
Yep.
This total commission. Okay.
Yep.
The commission is split between the account manager and the VA 50-50.
If they set the appointment for the account manager. Yes. Yes.
That actually closes. So they may actually set up 10 appointments, but they only, the account manager only closes 2 of them. They will only get paid for the 2 that they actually closed.
Yes. And if the account manager does the prospecting themselves and they find the person themselves, there's no split, obviously. Yep.
There's no split.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you do it yourself, you keep all commissions, both monthly, leads, and build out. But if the appointment setter does it, then you split the build out fee 50-50, the monthly and the leads,
everything.
33 to them, 67 for the account manager. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Now, here is how this all ties in. These are the commissions. Now, obviously, if they're only paying $599, the payout cannot be $800, right? There's only $599, and everyone has to do it. And I still have to build the configurator, and there's still no contract. I can build it, and then
the risk.
I'm going to take that risk, okay? Because we'll make it up on the back end. Because here you may get $800. On the $299 plan, your monthly commission, unlike previously where you had to wait 6 months to get your commission started, this commission starts right away. So month 1, you start making $60.
That was smart. Yeah.
You get paid right up front on the build out, and you start getting paid the monthly right away as well. Now, because you're getting paid high up front and they're on the $299 plan, your monthly commission will be $60. But if, like in Greg's example, it's 2,000, you'll get paid 400, but at the 449 plan, you're now getting paid $90 every month. On the 599, you only make $100 upfront, but 599 monthly, you'll make $120 per month.
That's until the amortization is done, right? At the end of after 12 months, if they're still with you, it drops down to $299. Is that right?
$299, right?
If it needs to, yes. But here's
if it needs to. Okay.
If it needs to. At that point, it'll be, hey, Mr. Client, you want us to drop it down, or do you just want to add on this service or stuff? I mean, by that time, you would have known. By the time
they're making money, they won't care really.
We're going to make them so much money, okay, that the question is not dropping it down. The question is, how do we spend more? Okay. But the reason why I've done it this way is you don't have to offer this. This is the default setting. If you find that Gregory Carr is negotiating this, okay, you have to make a judgment call. Are they negotiating because they're asshole or they're serious? If they're asshole, let them go. But if they're serious, and then the decision you have to make, the choice you have to make is, hey, should I at least make something versus making nothing at all?
Yes.
And the way to make something, make it up on the monthly and the leads and everything else, is by offering them this thing. You just hit the black button. Does that make sense? But if you don't want to do this, you don't need to. It's a choice.
Sam, I have just one quick. How do you fill them out? Definitely, in your experience, like between asshole versus just needs a little bit of more cash flow help. How do you? It's a bit awkward, right? Because like, how do you fill them out to know that they can afford it, but they don't always want to tell you that, right?
Asshole is one that doesn't matter what you say, they're going to argue. They're not serious. They're not trying to solve a problem.
They're just playing a game, right?
Yeah, we've all come across people. You throw them, you solve one problem for them, and then they'll bring up another one. Then another one. Okay, it's like it's, and I know we're role playing. This is our safe haven, so it's okay. I understand we're testing everything, but they'll, in the real world, every once in a while you'll come across somebody uh, that they think paying $299 per month is too much, but they keep losing money. Their businesses aren't successful. Okay, the lead quality sucks. Really, if that's your problem, there's going to be a cost. Okay, and here's the logic. Okay, Tony, let's say Tony gave me that objection. Okay, if Tony was being an asshole, which is virtually impossible, Tony could never be an asshole. Okay.
Correct. Correct,
but-
sir.
But here's the logic, the psychology. Tony, how much do you charge? You think my pricing is high, right? You can only afford $1,000 upfront and want to pay $100 per month. Okay, and you want leads at $50. Okay, I understand that's what you want. Mr. Gable, can you answer a very simple question? When you come across a homeowner that wants a brand new roof, based on the size of their roof, that roof is going to cost $15,000. But the client only has $4,000 and is not eligible for financing. What do you say to them?
I mean, there's nothing I can do. I can't do the job for $4,000.
Is it all right if I say the same thing to you?
Sure.
And that's what it is. Okay, just because they're asshole doesn't mean we have to change what we're doing. I cannot do it, neither can you. And if you have to make the person realize their illogic. Okay, just because somebody has 4,000, it costs 50. Nobody's going to drop that price to an illogical level. Does that make sense? It's not telling people, it's making them feel and understand illogic. You wouldn't not do it. Why the fuck are you asking me to drop my price to ridiculous levels? Okay, and especially when I'm showing you, you want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. You want to make $610,000 in profit a year, and you're scared about spending a few $1,000s with me. Okay. I do not know how, and that's why I do everything mathematically. Takes out the nonsense. And why does these numbers change? Because new ads cost money for traffic as well. And that's why we can't give a 200% ROI. But if we're using their existing traffic, sure, I'll give you a 20% ROI. And if they use both, we split it 150% ROI. This is the logic here. Okay. And
So Sam, how do you sense that they're teetering on the edge of affordability but they're not quite, so they're holding back, how do you sense that? And then how do you deal with it like that? And really know.
I've given everyone a tool here. You don't need to. Mr. Client, tell me what your affordability is.
Oh, okay. Just ask them. Okay. Yeah.
I don't want to answer any question. I want them to sell themselves. Tell me what I should make it.
Yeah. But sorry, what is the triggering question to press that black dot button to you? Is my question. Sorry, rephrase. Yes. What do you hear that they just basically say, "Hey, I can't afford 3,000." That's basically it, or?
Mr. Client, is that the only thing preventing you from making a decision?
Yeah, 3,000 at the moment. It's just like too much in this month. Yeah.
If we made it $2,500, would that work for you?
I think it had to be a bit less than 2,000, really. I mean, 2,000 is kind of my limit, I think, for this month.
Okay, Mr. Khan, let's do this. Let's make it 2,000. Okay, 1,000 upfront, 1,000 in delivery, but let's change your $299 to $449 a month.
Okay. Would you do that?
Would that work for you? Can we get started?
Yeah, that would work for me. I would be too stressed out if it was 3,000, but that would work. Yeah.
Let's get started. Okay. The trigger question is when you get an objection on this.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, when you give this thing, people are. There'll be some people that take $599, some that take 2,000, some that take 1,000. It's going to be all across the board. But you have to keep in mind that you use this for leverage when needed.
Only
don't-
when, yeah.
You don't want to
Okay.
always show it.
Sam, I'm
Yeah, go on.
Can't hear you, Chris. You're frozen.
Now, here is another thing. I was testing you out, right? I don't want to necessarily give, there's a risk with showing
Yeah.
this. Maybe the client would have spent a little bit more, but the moment we show them that there's a plan for $599, they may end up choosing that, right?
Exactly. That's a, yeah, you fill out their price sensitivity, right? And
But the way to test that sensitivity out is, Mr. Client, if we made it $2,500, could we get
oh,
started?
okay. Yeah, so do not show them the lowest end. You ask them to,
You have
Yeah.
to do a test here. Okay. So Damien, if we made it $2,500 right now, could we get started?
2,500 is a little bit too much. I mean, like, I'm thinking more like 1,500 is
Let's say,
this month.
say yes. Say yes.
Okay, yes. To 2,500, I can handle that. Yeah.
Mr. Client, I'll make it $2,500, but I need something in return. If you can give me a couple of referrals, okay, whether they become clients or not, you are a roofing company, but can you refer your gutter buddy that needs leads, your landscaping buddy, your solar buddy, your
Window
carpet person, any one of those that also becomes a client of ours, I'll give you $100 once they become a client. But just for giving me a name, I will give you $500 off right now.
One name or
That's coming out of that affects commission. No.
oh, there's a little spelling mistake there.
Right. Okay. But it's $500 off.
Yep.
Yep. So $500 off, and the way the system calculates the commission is okay. The 2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah. 500. Commission is $600. $299 plan 60. That's how our system has been designed. But the reason you want to do that, if need be, that's why you have to. Sales is about understanding, having that conversation, playing the game better than everyone else, right? So I've just built the tools so that you can play the games really, really well, and you don't need to use them. They're there when you need it. Transparent, easy, quick thing. Tony, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna just kind of a comment on this. I like the idea of knowing that I have some flexibility in my back pocket in the event that I need it. That's what I like. I was telling Dave this the other day when we were kind of talking about this stuff. I don't want to click on that button and throw out all. It's like throwing out everything I've got. Throwing everything I got at them. I just want to know that I've got it in my back pocket, that if I need to make an exception, I don't have to make 1,500 phone calls to try to find somebody that can approve it. I know I can. I've got ways to make the deal work. I like just knowing that it's there, whether I need it or not. My whole idea is I'm going at it as though there's no option. It's $3,000, $1,500 up front, $1,500 at when we launch. This is the plan, but I know that it's in my back pocket if I feel like that it's something that I can just get them to make a decision. I like that part of it, so I just want to make that comment about it.
Yep, absolutely. In fact, that is we're all on the same team, same psychology, same tools. Those are the same things that we all need. Paul will upload this sale we made last week. It was quite interesting. It's a franchise called Shelf Genie. They do shelving and cabinets and stuff like that. You'll see in the presentation, once we got, it was shelving, it was full price. We didn't have to offer any discounts. And you'll also see in the presentation, we didn't even get to the guarantee page. Okay. The moment I showed this to the client,
I mean, it's not much money for what they make. I mean, it's like,
it's not. We're just making this an issue when it's really not.
And it's just in our minds. Right?
It's our minds, and the client is doing their job.
Yeah.
When we are negotiating with a vendor, do we negotiate? We should negotiate. It is our job to negotiate.
Yeah.
The business owner is not negotiating because they think we're expensive always. They're doing their job. It is
Yeah,
my
Sam.
job to negotiate the best price for my company.
Mhm.
It's not being cheap, it's a responsibility.
Mhm.
They're
Yep.
fulfilling their responsibility.
course.
Because when they go out to the homeowner, homeowners negotiate with them all the time. And homeowners are doing their job. Negotiating is not being cheap, it is a responsibility that's being fulfilled. Okay. And ours, because we're astute, know that this is what's going to happen. And we have that flexibility now so that you can use it when you want to and not use it. Shelf
Sam,
genie,
will
we
you
did not
please
even
repeat?
get.
Will you please repeat the words where you boxed them into the 2,500 because that was like very gold.
Mr.
or
Client,
2,000, whatever it is.
Mr. Client,
Mhm.
I understand 3,000 is a little bit. How about I save you a little bit of money? Is this the only thing preventing you from making a decision to go ahead?
Yeah, 3,000 is like too much this month. But if I,
How about I just save you $500 right away?
I really need to get it to 2,000.
Yeah, I just got a brilliant idea. And this is what happens with me. I get these ideas. Hey, Damien.
Mhm. Yep.
How about we do the $3,000 and I'll just waive your first month's fee.
Well, I need to get to 2,000 though.
Okay. How about 2,000 is going to be a little bit tough. Let's get started for $2,500. I'll give you $500 off right now.
It's gonna be a stretch, Sam. 2,500 this month, just because I know my bills.
Mr. Client, every month that goes by, oh, we changed these numbers, right? Let's see, these numbers updated. Every month that's going by is you're losing $50,000 every month. And when Mr. Client, you said you've been looking for a solution for 6 months. You've lost $300,000 by not getting these additional 105 leads, okay, that you desired. If $2,000 is going to bother you, then let's really say that $500, $1,000 is going to bother you. Then you cannot talk about making $50,000, $10,000. If you're not willing to do this, which one makes sense? To invest $2,500, start getting the leads, the quality of leads that you said you like, or to move on to the next provider. But remember, if it takes you another 2 weeks, a month to implement it, you've just lost another $50,000 in profit.
When you put it that way, I guess I could stretch to the 2,500 then.
Mr. Klein, I'm putting it that way because everything needs to be mathematically calculated. This is how, if doing business with me, this is how it's going to be. If you like it, let's get started. If you don't like it, that we're so specific, you should not engage because we're not going to focus on creativity. We're going to focus on numbers, profitability numbers.
What if I don't really get 50,000 extra a month though?
That means only one of two things. Okay, we didn't get enough leads, or your closing ratio and appointments and numbers were not accurate. I'll get you the leads, but that means you have to close at 32%. If you don't close at 32%, you're not going to make $50,000. What number would you like to use for this?
That's probably a bit optimistic. Let's just go back to 20%.
Okay, Mr. Client. So are you guaranteed 7? Your profitability at that is $28,000.
That sounds more realistic, actually, Sam.
Yes, Mr. Client, everything, let's do it mathematically. Let's be realistic. No excitement, no nothing. If you like that, let's do business. If not, go find somebody else that will make you feel good. Okay. I'm not that guy. I cannot be that guy for you.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of hyped up things. So thanks, Sam. That's a good approach.
That's it. Okay, is everyone getting this stuff?
Mhm.
I'm not trying to sell you. I'm trying to get you to buy.
Mm.
And I don't want to connive. I don't want to manipulate. I want to be very honest about this stuff. And I know everyone here wants to be honest about this stuff because buying is one thing, but then we have to deliver as well.
Mhm.
And
Hey.
to deliver, these are the requirements.
Hey, Sam.
Yes.
Okay, can you go back to the pricing page? I do want to point out something.
Yeah.
No, not this page. The on the configurator. Yeah, this one. And click on that little black dot again. Okay, and make it 2000. Okay, and save for a second. Now I want to point out something real quick. If it is the first of the month and they go ahead and decide to do it today, they pay $1,000 today. And then in 16 days, they will pay $1,000 plus the 149. So within a month's time, really, they're not really paying 2,000. They're paying almost 2,500.
Okay. Now I want let's Christy.
Plus whatever they're putting into the wallet for the leads and calls.
They're not putting anything in the wallet. We're giving them the $100 for their wallet included.
True, but they will initially need to put more in there.
No. To
Not
start off,
initially, but after the first lead or two.
they have to get the leads first, then only will it be charged. Now, now here is the thing. Christy,
Yes.
yes, you're right. That's a few $1,000s that could be. So let's start off with 1,000. The next 1,000 is due when we launch the configurator and stuff. When would you like to launch it? Would you launch it in 2 weeks, in a month, or 3 months?
Well, I'd like to launch it as soon as possible, but 1,500, I don't know if I could come up with the 1,449 in that amount of time.
Here's your choice, Christy. Do it and launch it when you can afford it, or not do it and keep losing $50,000 stuff. But let's forget this $50,000. Christy, let's start it and we'll launch it when you can come up with the $1,500. Whether it's 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, whenever you can.
Okay.
You decide the date for that. Okay. You will decide the date for that.
So you may have to do a manual order at that point, right, Sam? I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking like with Stripe and such.
I think we might have taken it out. Some of these things need to be updated as well. They're small things, but no, yes, there's a page where that we have built. The customer can choose the launch date as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
Cool. And that goes to Stripe, right, and tells it the data, like
that's correct.
Charge the second charge. Okay.
But there's no logical thing. Do it whenever you want to launch it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
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 Thank you.
Sure. Okay. So here is the comp plan, right? And so every lead is now, depending on the lead cost, appointment cost, this is your comp. Okay. Very, very structured. The lead cost is $87. Okay, it's $550. But the appointment cost is $163. So every appointment will be $10.25. Just like that. Now, there are certain industries like carpet cleaning. Okay, that lead itself can cost like $22. There is no margin in that, but there's a lot of volume. Those companies typically will get 400, 500, 1,000 leads per month. Okay. So when you get those things, yeah, the comp is only 50 cents, but if they get 1,000 leads, that's $500. Okay. So it varies across the board. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to point out a couple of things. We've spent quite a bit of time on this, but and all this stuff I'm sharing with you on Monday. By the time you brush your teeth, it will be loaded on IG2. Okay, so you can play with it. It'll be cleaned up, but Tony, if need be, let me give you another leverage item. Okay, that can be a lot of money. If I get 100 leads, that's $8,600. Tony, crazy? That's a lot of money. I'm not paying you that much for all these leads.
Why wouldn't you? You just turned it into 100,000. How much? $50,000. So if I get you, if I get you those high quality leads and you're able to convert, I mean, wouldn't you? I'd gladly give $10,000 to make 50.
Okay, fair. Now, if the client gives that objection, right? Okay, again, you have to assess. We're sales
Why
professionals.
they're doing, why they're,
You kind of have to pivot, turn, do your little dance, and know which move to make when. Okay, here's an option, Okay, another tool. You've got a toolkit. What you have to become really, really good at is knowing which tool to pick,
which
pull
still
out
is filling
in
them out.
what situation. If you do not, then you're not a sales professional. Okay, you don't make the big bucks by just knowing how to dance is the key here, right? Hey, Tony. Yeah, that will be a lot of money. When we get to that point, Mr. Klein, we have an unlimited plan as well for $24.99. We'll just give you unlimited configurator and appointment leads. So you will never, it typically is around 30 leads, Mr. Client. Once you reach 30, if you want to move to the unlimited plan, we can just go to the unlimited plan. Now, the question is, Tony, would you like to start off with the unlimited plan right now? Or would you like to start off with the 449 plan? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Tony. Can't hear
You're
you.
on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, the 449 plan, and I can change it any time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd go with the 449.
Okay, great. Now here's the little psychology. Don't care whether it's 449 or 299 or 599. You know what I care about is getting them started.
Started.
If there is no start, there is no monthly, no leads, no nothing. Started. If there is no date, there is no marriage. Okay, so get them started. And where a lot of sales professionals screw themselves is they keep thinking about the future. There is no future if there's no today. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want you to get away. We as salespeople need to get away from saying, "Hey, how much money?" The focus should be get them started. I got you started at 449. I'm walking with a paycheck today. I made a sale today. I made money today. Okay. If I get into all this, I've made so much money in the future by the right plan, you run the risk of not making money today. Yeah. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Tony. Yeah, but over time, that can be a lot of money for you, right? You're building all this stuff out. And you've got this tool. I keep paying you forever and ever and ever.
If you're making me 400% return on investment off script here, I'll gladly pay it. If I'm making that kind of money, I do not care.
Okay.
And that's just me personally.
Sure,
So,
of course. But business professionals, one of their responsibilities is to maximize profitability. As a human being, as a moral person, as a kind person, Tony, you don't care. But as a business professional, your job, your responsibility is to maximize your company's profitability. As a sales professional, your job is to maximize your earnings. So that's why you have to care. Okay, that if there's a way to save money to increase profitability, then that's a responsibility that should be fulfilled. Okay, it's just as equal to the responsibility of you taking care of your family. It's a responsibility that needs to be fulfilled. Here is what I'm getting at. Mr. Klein, we also have a buyout plan. With the buyout plan, it's $13,600. There is no monthly. I mean, the monthly is $299. This is one of the updates. It's $299, but you get unlimited leads. Instead of $24.99 forever and ever, you can just pay us $13,600 right now. Pay $299 a month to host and manage it, and you'll never ever pay for leads. That'll be the cheapest way to go. Is that a good idea?
heck yeah, that's a good idea.
Would you like to write me a check for $6,800 today, or would you like to write me a check for $1,000 today?
I'll write you a check for 1,000 today.
Yes, that's my point. It doesn't matter if I give you a better deal. Okay, the number one criteria is not value, it's not price, it's affordability. Okay,
Yeah.
that you can afford $1,000, you will
That's right.
always start. I keep giving you better offers. I keep giving you better offers, but you always end up choosing the $449 plus lead cost, the unlimited plan. Isn't this a better offer?
Yeah. Just like with software, they try to steer you to the annual one every time, and I always click month.
I always do monthly, but I think in my
Yeah.
mind is I'm thinking, I hear what you're saying, and I hear that, you're going to do all these things, but really at this point in my mind, just as a business owner, I really don't know. All I'm going is based off what you're telling me and what you're showing me, but I really just don't know if it's going to do what you say it's going to do. So I don't have that confidence yet.
Right, exactly. So
And so I want to get out of my
exactly.
pocket as little as possible.
Yeah,
That
the
way,
risk.
if it doesn't work, yeah, I'm trying to mitigate my risk. That's all I'm thinking.
okay, so this is the thing. So there is a lot of tools, and today I spent a lot of time because I never get a chance to just cover everything. It's like little piecemeal stuff, right? And there's more. But if you understand all the structure, all the tools that are being built, and control it, you should get a 70% closing ratio. That's the highest I've ever been able to achieve, a 70% closing ratio. Okay. My desire is to get everybody in our team at that level at some point. But I also understand I've got a lot of experience, confidence, I built the systems. I need to be able to provide the same leverage to our team. And this is how the leverage is. You have now any objection, any logical thing, we should be able to transparently show. Your expertise should be knowing when to use it and how to use it. Okay. If a client says to you, I've got this rash on my ass that I cannot get rid of, we cannot solve that problem. They need to figure that out. We can only solve 3 problems. More leads, better quality leads, and more leads into one. That's it. This is how it's done. Make sense? Okay.
Yep.
Watch the video, understand it, play with it, and
Pause it, write it out, repeat.
and Monday's a holiday, so
Yeah.
go through this. And you know what? I may not even put this video. I might record another video because this is way too long and too much chaos. I'll probably record another video, focus with all the stuff, learn it, practice it, go through it. Okay. And next week we're making all money. Okay. We're making money. It doesn't matter how much. The the thing is not to make as much money as
Momentum is,
just get them
yeah.
started. You'll make money. It's better to sell 50 accounts at $100 than try to sell one account at $5,000. It's the same amount of money. Right?
Sam, so just a technical question, like IEG2 will stay the same, like it'll always be IEG2 for us or no? Or I'm just asking like what will happen? Okay.
I'm taking a poll right now. Those
Uh-huh.
people that want to use the old presentation, the old comp plan can use IEG right now.
Hmm.
Okay. If you want to use the new systems, it's going to be on IEG2.
IEG2, yeah.
If I find that nobody wants to use the old presentation and old comp plan, then I will replace it with everything will be just on IEG.
Okay. But IEG2 or whatever, or both of them will always be functional, right? Like we don't have to worry it's being updated or something like with Stripe and such. It'll
Yeah, all of them are all same connection link. They're all connected through the same account. It's a standardized code.
so don't worry about that. Just
do not worry about that.
Okay. Yep, yeah, I'm an IT person. That's what bothers me. So
yeah, you
like
are.
I'm just like geeky as hell. Like yeah. So okay. Yeah.
Marcella has turned her camera on, so it's time to go now. Okay, good. Do you understand the logic, psychology, and the specificity? Okay, that the sale here is very, very just controlled. You just need to know how to control it. The words, how we say it, will make the difference. Have a great
Thank you, Sam.
September 2nd, Labor Day,
Yep.
and we'll catch up next week. And of course, if you have questions, message me, call me, text me, send a pigeon, whatever.
I actually have a really quick question. I want to ask you about the call that's coming